Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cami and welcome to another crochet vlog. We have some plans for today. I want to show you how much yarn I used in the previous month, and also I have a small yarn haul to show you. Let's start with the yarn haul. I have quite a big box of yarn over here that is from a second-hand website called Vendora, and this box is full of 100% cotton yarn from Drops, and I got it in two colors. This is the first one and this is the second one. I got 10 of one of them and 11 of another one. I'm not sure exactly which one is which. I have never tried this yarn before, so I'm really excited, and since it's 100% cotton, I can use it to make tops or bags or anything summer and spring related. The yarn is called the Drops Love You 7 Unicolor, and for this full box of 21 skeins I paid only 20 euros, and that includes the delivery, which came from Bulgaria if I'm not mistaken. So that's honestly pretty sweet. I have one more bag of yarn to show you, and this one comes from a shop here in Athens that is closing, so everything is on sale, 30 to 50% off. I already shopped there twice. The first time I bought really too much yarn. I still have that yarn, I haven't used all of it, and that was like a month ago. After that I came after like a week and bought a bunch of cotton, which I still haven't used as well, and now I got even more cotton, but also some acrylics, so let me just show you. Here are the acrylics I got. It's Handmade Bravo and Baby Smiles Bravo Baby, and I got these four, and I will most likely use it to make headbands, hats, beanies, stuff like that. There is also a possibility I'll pair it with something else to maybe make a cardigan. It would make a very pretty one. I really like cream or white with light brown. It's one of my favorite combinations out there, period. And those were $2.50 a piece before the sale, so I paid $1.25 each. And then I got these babies. This is Cotton Stone from an Italian brand. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to read it, but it's GPTEX by Arvier Grassobio. I'm sorry for butchering the name. I used this yarn before and I really liked it. I paired it with 100% cotton from Yarnart Crazy, Ideal Crazy, something like this, and it made a very pretty top. So I grabbed these three colors and I grabbed 3 of each. We could definitely make some tops with it. The original price for this yarn was over 5 euros, but then it was on sale. They put it on for 4 euros and then they reduced it 50 off for the liquidation prices. So I paid only 2 euros for each of them, which means for the entire haul from this shop I paid only like 22 something euros, around there. It's the lowest I spent on yarn in that shop since they said they're going to close soon, but I still think I got very good deals. I managed to get everything 50% off, so that's amazing. Well, technically this one was even cheaper than 50 off, but you get the idea. Here's all the yarn I got in one place, and now let's see how much yarn I used during the month of January. So as you know, I'm collecting labels from all the yarn I'm using throughout the month. We already done it a few times on this channel, so let's just count it up. Last month we had 50 labels. Let's see if we can top it for the previous month. Here are all the labels. I'll try to sort them by brand or by type so I can count it a little bit more easily. And also I think it's interesting to see which brands were the most popular in my office a certain month. Most of the times it's Alizé and Yarnart that are on top. Alright, everything is more or less sorted, and I can see we used a lot of this yarn. This is Handmade Baby Smiles. Is this yarn right here. I made 2 cardigans using this yarn, so it makes sense why we used so much of it, because I make the cardigans double-stranded. There's 17 labels of this yarn right here. That's actually a lot. Okay. Next, there are 9 labels of Yarnart jeans, which I use to make bucket hats. There's 3 Alizé Superlana midi, 2 Alizé maxi batik, 1 Yarnart Bali, and 1 Yarnart jeans crazy, 3 Papatia Moulin chunky, which I also use mainly for cardigans, but I also made a scarf using this yarn, 2 Hobby Lobby Everest, 3 Handmade multicolor, 2 natural cotton from Diva, 2 skeins of FB Fashion Eco Cashmere, 6 Puntarenas from Silke, 3 Madame Tricot, 1 Bonita Crocus wool, 1 Chryso Provatake, which is a Greek brand, and 1 Petaluda Standard, another Greek yarn. So if I did my math correctly, that's 57 skeins of yarn in January of 2025, which means, again, I think like 4th month in a row we're using more yarn than the previous month. That is actually very good. I'm buying yarn, but I'm using more and more, so that's amazing. Very happy about it. Last month was 50. I remember that vividly. The previous months I'm not exactly sure, but you can check out the older videos on this channel if you want to find out. They all have a title like how much yarn did I use in the month, so that's very nice. I'm very happy about it. 57 is a very good number. I doubt we can top that in February for a couple of reasons. The first one being that February is obviously the shortest month of the year, which gives me less time to work, but also I already took like 2 days off. Today is the 2nd of February and I haven't crocheted anything since the month started because I was so tired of making bucket hats. I just had to take a break and take some time away from my crochet hook. But let's try to top it. I really doubt. Another reason why it's probably not gonna happen is because of this yarn right here. It definitely contributed a lot. I double stranded it to make 2 cardigans, and obviously when you double strand yarn you use a lot more of it. I don't have such plans for this month, although I want to make tops and bags, and to make tops and bags I will have to double strand because my yarn is just too thin for that, so there is a possibility that we're going to top it anyway. I'm rambling now, but that's it when it comes to this part of the video. I will now try to figure out what to crochet because I haven't started anything, and I'll see you once I figure that out. But honestly, before that, remember this? I started like 2 or 3 vlogs ago and I never finished. I decided to frog it and I already cut the yarn off of it because I just didn't want to manage the tangles, so I guess I'm just going to frog it on camera now because why not. And as I'm frogging it, I would love to let you know that on my Etsy shop you can buy stuff on sale until the Valentine's Day. Everything that I made prior to January this year that was either pink or red, I put on a 30% off, and since I'm probably going to post this video within a few days, you still have over a week to shop 30% off, so go ahead and check it out. If you're more interested in my patterns, they will go on sale on the Valentine's Day and the day prior to that, so you can stay tuned for that. And now I guess the question is, what am I going to do with this yarn? Do I make another hat with it? I don't feel like it. I don't think that's enough to make a scarf because I don't have a lot more of these colors. I don't know. If you could leave suggestions in the comments, that would be amazing. But for now, I'm just going to cake this yarn up and forget about it. Do something with it later, but definitely not today. I am not repeating my mistake from the previous year, and I'm actually going to note which stack of labels is from which month and how many labels are in each stack. So hopefully if I hold on to them for long enough, at the end of the year we can see how many we used for the entire year of 2025. That would be fun. I hope I can keep track of it for a whole year. We'll see though, no promises. I finished frogging the beanie and I decided I'll make a double-stranded headband using just the grey color. Hopefully it's enough. I mean, it's probably enough. Anyway, I'll just make one. I don't have enough of the grey, so after I got to like half the length I need for the headband, I just tied on some green and white that I found. Those are all the same brand, by the way. It's Bataluta Standard. So we're getting rid of scrap yarn, which is wonderful. The headband is finished. I really like the difference in hues. I think the white and green actually blends very well with the grey. So that's the first project of today's video. I grabbed this yarn. I have a few skeins of this. This is Alize Superlana Midi, and I know it's black, it's probably hard to see, but the idea was to make a cowl. So I started googling, but I couldn't find the pattern that I would like, so I decided I'll just try to freehand a cowl, and I made a mini version. So this is the idea. I kinda wanted to have like a drawstring on the top, so this would be the top of the cowl and this would be the bottom, with kind of the triangle shape going down on the chest. And I made a mini version because I tried to make a big version, like start with the big one, but I didn't get the stitch count right and I didn't want to spend too much time just making the base chain work. So I think I'll just try to scale it up and see how that goes. Hopefully it would be a 1 skein project, but even if it's like a 2 skein thing, that would be pretty good. It's the next day and here's an update on the cowl I'm designing. I got 17 rows done. This is what it's looking like in the back. So as you can see, I'm trying to keep the back straight so it will end at the base of your neck, and the front would make like a triangle in the end, something like this. And as far as yarn usage goes, I was really hoping to make it a one skein project. This skein is 170 meters. I don't think it will be a one skein project in the end, maybe 1.5 or 2. Either way, I really like it. I decided to make most of it using half double crochets, which made the fabric kind of stiff, but I don't really mind it. And I actually think it's very good for the wind to keep your face and neck warm, and the drawstring will go over on this edge. So far, very happy with it, so I'll just keep working on it today and hopefully finish it. Yeah, I'll see you around. Hi, it's me, and it's been a few days. I didn't record a lot, but I've been working on the cowl that I showed you before. I prepared myself a little bag with items that I haven't listed on my Etsy shop or anywhere else, and I just have to take care of that. So I thought I'd just quickly show you what I've got. Here are 3 beanies that I made throughout the previous days. There is a black melange, there is a white one, and there is a gray melange beanie. So those are going to be maybe up on my website soon, because there's a possibility I'll be able to sell it in person. I made this headband that you already saw. It was a very good stash busting project because I used up all of the green and white, as you can see on this side of the headband, and I still have a little bit of the gray left, so that's very good. I'm slowly trying to get rid of all of my acrylics since the winter is not ending soon, but the time to make winter items is ending soon, and it's going to be time to prepare summer items, probably within a month or so. So that's it. And then I ended up making 2 cowls. This is the first one that I made. I am going to try this one as well as the other one on in just a second, but I just wanted to kind of compare them first. This is the first one I made, and I made it working in rounds. So I chained, I think 8-1, and then I just joined the chain on the other side to form a tube and just worked in rounds like so, which obviously when you work in rounds and you don't turn at the end of every row, the seam is kind of going to go sideways. So the idea for these cowls was to be able to wear them over the face when it's very cold outside, as well as just, you know, as a neck warmer like so. So both of the cowls I made have drawstrings. This is what the first one is looking like. Notice how it lays on my face when I wear it like this, but at the same time how it's sticking out on the bottom. This is what I was trying to combat whenever I decided to make another one, because I didn't want it to stick out like this. So that's why I made the second one, which is this one over here, which I made in a flat panel that I just joined in the end. It probably isn't very visible to you guys just because the yarn is black, but I'll just try the other one on real quick. I much prefer how this one looks on the neck, just laying around like this. It's way more full, and I just think it lays good, right? And this is what it looks like when I put it over my face. Again, it does stick out, but I think it lays a little bit nicer just because there's more fabric in here. I think it looks a little bit better, but when I actually tighten the drawstring, it just kind of looks like this. I don't really like it. I don't know, it just doesn't lay the way I imagined it looking good, you know? It's just kind of sticking out more. I don't know. So I ended up making 2, as you could see. I wrote the pattern down for both versions, and I was thinking it could be a pattern release soon-ish, but I have to make it at least one more time to just figure out exactly how I want it to go, because I can decide which design is better. This one is a lot easier to make in a way that you just work it around and you don't have to worry about sewing it shut after, but I don't know. I guess that's something I'll figure out in the upcoming days. And as of now, another thing I have to show you, there's something in my eye, is this pair of mitts, fingerless gloves, that I made yesterday night and today morning. I made one yesterday and I finished the other one today. This is what it's looking like. I had 1 skein of this yarn. I thrifted it some time ago, so I'm very happy that I actually got to use it finally. It's Fortissima Colori, and it's 75% wool, 25% polyamide. Yeah, I double-stranded it and made myself a pair of long fingerless gloves. I said I made it for myself, but really I'm probably going to try and sell them. So here they are. But that's it when it comes to today's vlog. Maybe we didn't do that much crocheting today, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. Let me know which version of the cowl you like better. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comments. But as of now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.